they've done this with the Herc and then Alvin submersible as well. They've basically gone over to the top of the lake and then lowered the vehicle into the lake and created waves. So if you can imagine you're underwater and then you're creating waves in this super high salinity fluid, and it creates waves on the shore, on the edge. And there are animals that live around the perimeter of this brine lake, brine pool, but within the pool is really kind of not a happy place to live. It's too toxic for organisms to survive. Really, really amazing gradient and hospitable environment, and
oh wow,
the community is really unique as well.
So there's a lot of life surrounding it, but not inside of it.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's like a reef around the edge of mussels and clams that are hanging out on the fringe, and then but within the high salinity pool, there's floating dead organisms. So
we love those.
Cemetery. That's wild.
All right. This all sounds cool, but the octopus we just saw, still up there.
Agree. That's really lucky.
So how do you determine it was a dumbo?
Oh, there was an...
Bryazoan?
I think so. I'll have to be on the lookout for it.
Why do you think it was kind of hovering like that? Is that it hunting? Like the curled tentacles and it kind of maybe was, what, 6 inches above the seafloor?
These are great questions. I think their posture and behavior is something I'm still learning about. I think in many cases they could be looking for prey. It may have been sensing our presence, and it might have been a sort of a protective posture. A lot of speculation left and right for me.
Well, it felt like when we saw it, it was in that position, and I sat down as gently as I could think I could possibly have sat down on the seafloor, but it seemed like as soon as I touched, it started to take off.
Yeah.
It's like somehow felt like anyway, it was to the timing, like it sensed maybe that disturbance on the seafloor, I guess, maybe, I don't know. I mean, because the only sound that little Herc makes is just the thruster spinning. It's not like Herc and it has a loud hydraulic pump or anything. So it's a lot quieter. Obviously the lights, but it just seemed the timing of when it decided to kind of take off was like timed with me just sitting as gently as I could. A little ways away as well.
Even still, some vibration, maybe some pressure wave.
Yeah.
From driving up to it. The lights for sure.
I was hoping it would just continue like that, and I wanted to sit with it and have it come across the screen, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's called a dumbo octopus because of the flaps on the side of the head.
Okay, got it.
That look like Dumbo the elephant from the Disney cartoon.
Oh. Awesome. Yeah, the only Dumbo video that I've seen is like a tiny little orange guy.
Yeah, sort of squat on the seafloor.
Yeah.
Hanging out like, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
I'm invisible.
Is that the one on our highlight reel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has that one has much shorter arms, kind of stubby. Yeah, I shot that one too.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's
wow,
awesome.
Shout out.
Can we take a look at this fish?
Sure.
That one was shot 10 years ago?
Be about right.
We'll zoom in, please.
Possibly Leucicorus?
Possibly. Definitely a cusk eel. It's given us its best side.
He's hiding from the light.
And it's going to go off to say hi to the octopus.
I don't know if that would end well for him.
Those on the shore side, scientists ashore who are helping us, we're just having a little challenge getting logged into the chat. So if you feel like we're not paying attention to you, it's because we can't see your comments. But hopefully we can connect some other way.
For those of you watching, there's quite a few less than there were this morning. This morning there was like a consistent 100 viewers. So I guess people were stoked. Maybe the morning time here is a good time for the rest of the world.
Yeah, I would think so.
But right now we have people from the US, Canada, Taiwan, Sweden, Netherlands, Mexico, Israel, the UK, and Cook Islands. Cool. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Very exciting watch so far.
I'd also say a lot of times a single viewer is an entire classroom,
That's true.
you know, or a whole museum. I know we were in the Smithsonian Museum up on their big monitor for a while, so.
Aquariums.
Aquariums, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Next time we see an urchin, we might want to get just a few more views to try to pin down the ID. I know we've zoomed in on them a lot, but everything is about more imagery. And since it is pretty common, it would be good to get it resolved.
Two opportunities coming right up.
Yeah.
Are they right here? Okay.
I figured if I said it out loud, they would appear. It's my lucky day.
Yeah, zoom in, please.
Yeah, you manifested that one.
Yeah, crazy. What else can we manifest?
Can we get a double zoom on this?
Oh, if we must.
Beautiful.
Lots of spines on this sea urchin. We're still trying to resolve the group that it belongs to. I don't know, Josh, are you able to do any kind of pirouette to look at sort of a different side of it? What kind of play do you have?
In this view, it might be hard.
Zoomed in on the doubler?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I can try a different one.
There we go.
Okay.
Or I might be able to get closer to them and get even more zoomed in.
I was just thinking like another side of it, the other side of the round side.
Oh, I see.
Not the opposite of it, but
okay.
maybe
maybe I'll try and get ahead a little bit, and then we'll try again on a different one.
okay.
Buy myself a little more time.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's hard to pirouette when it's so flat.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the tentative family name is Urchinidae and possibly Pylmetechinus. I'm definitely getting the tongue twisters, genus, species, genera here.
Keeps things interesting.
If only my friends from the shore could speak to me.
What was that one?
The sea urchin, this might be the family name. We're not sure about the genus yet, so I'm not going to put it in, but this is...
Could you say that again, please?
Urchinid, yyyy-mm-dd. Maybe
Thank
not
you.
and Everyone's suffering through my mispronunciations with me. It's lovely. I never said I was perfect, Mike.
It's okay. Your guess is as good as mine. In fact, better.
Oh. Looks like we're coming
You
up
are
to
perfect, Amanda.
Oh no, I'm
just
not.
the way you are.
Oh, thank you. Looking at, we're coming up to a Cladorhyzid carnivorous sponge with something branching off of it. I don't know if we can see that.
Want to look at that?
Sure. Looks like maybe some anemones or hydroids.
Hopefully I don't dust myself out here.
Could be solitary hydroids attached to the stalk of this Cladorhyzid sponge.
I think I got a little too close to it before I stopped.
That's okay. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, it's been a bit more muddy down here. A thinner layer of nodules.
Yeah, the stalks of the sponges, whether they're the carnivorous kind or the glass ones, are
You see
prime
those circle
real estate.
patterns in there?
Yeah, that's crazy. This is interesting, Pilot.
Sorry.
Sorry. Interesting pattern.
Thrusters.
This might be basically benthic biogenic material, biogenic created, some sort of animal moving around and disturbing the nodule surface. Sea cucumber on the left, and then a sponge out in the distance. We don't, yeah, we can keep
going.
rolling along, I think. Was that another sea cucumber?
Yeah, it's a cucumber, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
See the gut. It was really nice to hear you guys play and sing in the lounge. It was sweet.
Oh, yeah. It's
Takes me back to my days in Hawaii.
Yeah, TJ knows how to learn a song just by hearing it. She just plays by ear, so I showed her a song I liked and she just learned it immediately. It's really sweet. Yeah, what instruments can people play in here? I'm curious.
Well, I know how to play the cello.
Ooh.
I'm a little out of practice. It's been a little while, but I picked it back up again a couple years ago and was able to retrain my fingers so they weren't in pain.
Is there a community orchestra that you can join?
There is an orchestra. I think it would involve auditions. There's a little bit of a
Then that's
stress
not the one
involved
you
there that I'm not sure I'm ready for.
want.
But
That's not the one you want. That's
but it's great to do that because then you're part of a community.
Yeah, but I've never been in a community band that required auditions, even a community college band that was, but I always got recommendations from somebody else and that kind of thing. So
Yeah, no, I think it's really great.
anyone that requires auditions thinks a little bit maybe too much of themselves, and it's not as much fun.
They're really good, the orchestra. They sound really great. They have some amazing performances. So,
oh, that's cool.
it's been fun going to their concerts, but I have to definitely gear up my confidence before I audition for them, I think.
Might be worth doing. I got volunteered into a college level band that I hadn't played at that level since college, and that was a long time ago. I was hanging on by my fingernails most of the time, but it really pushed me and made me a much better player.
We'll zoom in, please.
This is good.
The answer to the question is I play brass. I play tuba mostly. I play trumpet, little trombone.
Nice.
Wow.
And a little bass guitar.
A lot of different instruments.
Getting a little different perspective on this sea urchin.
It's a cool shot.
Oh, that's great.
So where did you learn to play all those instruments, Dave?
Started playing trumpet when I was
Thanks,
in 4th
Pilot.
grade.
Okay, come on.
That's
please.
awesome.
And then school band all the way through high school and my first year at a community college in the Seattle area. After that I played, when I first got to Anchorage, I played for various pit orchestras for local musical productions. My wife was in the theater clique in Anchorage, and when she came back from college, she joined back up again and was in a couple of different shows. And
I feel like it lends itself useful to know multiple instruments when you're in a band.
yeah, I was in a pit orchestra for a production of Cabaret, which is generally a fairly small band. I played trumpet and tuba, and I also did some arranging because they wanted to incorporate. They took the the Broadway version of the show, but added songs to it that were from the movie, the Liza Minnelli 1972 version of Cabaret, which has some songs that are specific just to the movie, were added for the movie. So we added those songs. So I did some arranging. This is back when I was good. That doesn't happen anymore. Then I laid off about 30 years.
Why is that?
Life,
No time?
job, kids,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I played once a year at Tuba Christmas. And if you've never heard of Tuba Christmas, look it up. There's one in your area, I guarantee.
Oh.
And it happens sometime in the month of December before Christmas. And it's a group composed of tubas and euphoniums, or baritone horns as they're sometimes known. And they play specially arranged Christmas carols. The groups all around the world really, all play from the same book, the same songs, and they're arranged for low brass. And it's very cool. And I've played Tuba Christmas in several different locations.
What locations?
Anchorage, Alaska, Madison, Wisconsin, Charleston, South Carolina. That one was outside, which was really weird because it was warm. In Madison, we played inside in the rotunda of the Capitol Dome, which was fantastic. In Anchorage, we played outside one time the first year, and then for the rest of the time we play indoors.
Nice.
It's fun stuff.
Sounds like a good time. Yeah.
It is.
I'm very jealous of you. I wish I played instruments. Like that would be.
It's never too late to learn.
That's right.
It's true.
And it's fun. It's fun to try something new.
It's a really good way to express yourself and
Pick an instrument, watch YouTube videos.
I'd love to learn how to play the ukulele. It's easy to travel with too. They're so compact, a little easier than a cello.
I was
true.
staying at a resort in Hawaii on the Big Island, and there was a free ukulele lesson included, and so I went, and they taught us one chord.
Nice.
I said, okay, I got this chord, and I think I've figured out the next chord. What's the third chord? And she was like, have you played before? And I was like, I've played lots of stuff before, but I need a third chord. Because if you have three chords, you can play
It's
rock
like
and roll.
another carnivorous sponge.
Right. Yeah, I know a couple chords on the guitar and a couple chords on the piano, but
There you go.
not enough to really flow and
Just takes practice.
And back to the urchin. That's the one that we've been seeing. Again, the jury is still out on which genus it is, the genera. It's really similar to one that was identified on a previous OE mission. Looks like from Kingman Reef.
Got a little fish down there.
But remains to be seen. Looks like a little
Another
fish and
pattern.
then some pile of, go for the fish and then the pile, I guess, whichever first.
Surrounding the crinoid.
Yeah. It's like
Zoom
a
in,
little,
please.
The crinoid said,
little fence.
do not cross this line.
Crinoid fence. Oh. It's another cusk eel. Sort of a flattened face. Not seeing any, what look like any ectoparasites or external parasites. Oh, and a little swimmer hanging out.
Sorry.
And then, I don't know if we can have time to zoom in on that
zoom
before.
in there before I dust everything out.
This little pile of fecal cast and a crinoid in the middle.
Okay, well, come my please.
Thank you. There are a lot of different animals that could be creating those, so we're zooming in. Some of the scientists on shore have remarked that they're pretty large in size, and I'm talking about the poop. Could be created by the sea cucumbers or holothurians that we've been seeing, but there are also other animals that live close to the sediment surface that are probably going to be harder to see until we get down to the seafloor to look more tucked into the nooks and crannies of the nodules. Those include acorn worms. We did see an acorn worm on one of the earlier dives of the series, so they're within the region, but again, it took a sitting down on the bottom to take a closer look to actually see it.
Yeah, we have a message for you, Dave, that you should come to New York City to play Tuba Christmas because it's in Rockefeller Center.
I know. I would love to. I would love to. It's the granddaddy, and I'd love to do that.
Another comment that just like how it's never too late to learn science.
Those circles again right there.
Never too late to learn music.
I think it's piles of
That's true.
fecal material.
I wonder why they're doing it in like
a spiral.
Why there's a pattern.
Spiral
yeah,
patterns.
I'm curious if it's another animal. Yeah, Jacob.
Maybe
In all honesty, that one kind of looked like the @ symbol.
At email this critter here.
Yeah, we haven't seen many of those patterns before now.
Something different.
It looked like
maybe they're artists too. They want to lay their
wave their flag.
You really thought about that
this
one.
urchin was here.
For a second.
We can take a closer look on that on the left.
White. Zoom in, please.
Looks like maybe an anemone or corallomorph.
it does look like an anemone.
Yeah,
Aww.
I agree.
It's cute.
Is that
Very
a
tiny.
tooth behind it?
Yeah, it looks tooth-shaped, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
A little white anemone on the left-hand side and fossilized shark's tooth in the upper part of the screen.
Okay, well, come my please.
Yeah, I was in a band in college where I was the singer, and After we learned a couple songs, we were like, let's go perform. So we went to perform in someone's backyard, and that's when I learned that I'm terrified of
Oh.
singing or
Just
talking
close
in
your
front
eyes.
of crowds.
Just close your eyes.
What genre were you guys playing?
I was writing songs in French, but it was kind of like
Cool.
bossa nova type of
That's fun.
music.
That's awesome.
A little jazzy.
I sang in a rock band when I was in college, in high school, and a little bit in college too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You sang?
I did.
That's awesome.
You can believe it.
In a rock band?
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Yeah, I grew up singing in the choir, and then when I got to high school, some friends of mine needed a singer because theirs had graduated, so I got to sing, and we played at all kind of local places and did a lot of covers and wrote some of our own music too. It was a lot of fun.
That's super fun.
Yeah, it was great. I think I probably lost some of my hearing in the places that we practiced weren't exactly super great acoustically.
Yeah.
So if I turn my head at you a little bit in a weird way, that might be because of that deficit.
How many people were in the band?
There were 4 of us total.
Okay.
Yeah.
All girls or mixed?
No, I was the only girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was the only other girl.
Were you like dressing all punk? And
It was kind of a mix. I was the only one that would dress up. The guys were like, well, I'll just wear whatever. Yeah.
That's epic.
Fun.
I'd love to find a video of you and
Yeah, there's some
the band.
pictures for sure.
And also Dave, Dave's fans, if you guys have photos.
And your band. We need a photo of your band too.
Right, yeah.
What'd you call your band?
It was called Elephant, like elephant, but elephant, yeah. We didn't think it through too much.
It's a good a band name as any, yeah.
Exactly.
Do we have any other musicians or artists in the room?
That would be a negative from me.
I see you reading your books, though. Maybe, are you a writer?
No.
No.
Nope, just an avid reader.
Nice.
That's good.
I think I tried once to write a book when I was fairly young, and I think I made it about 2 pages in, and it sat there for ages after.
Writer's block.
Or just short-term attention span. It's one of the
Short
two.
attention span. I hear you.
And I'm going to lean towards that one.
Oh, is that a shrimp that zipped away?
Yeah, that was a shrimp.
It was a shrimp.
Stop that.
The port vertical had stopped early on in the shift.
Just noticing every once in a while it just kind of like pushes down.
Another holothurian and another
maybe
urchin.
we could get a zoom in on the sea cucumber here.
Sure.
I think it's another variety.
Spiky.
Yeah, it
Very.
is super spiky.
And light apparently does not like me.
Is it lifting off?
It looked like it was about to.
About to go.
Okay, we'll zoom in, please.
So I think these are the Synellactidae, or type of sea cucumber or holothurian. They have different kind of morphology, a little more spiny than some of the others that we've been observing, but they, like the other ones, are deposit feeders. If you guys were looking at social media, Nautilus posted a video of all of the ins and outs of
Okay, well, come
sea
on, please.
cucumber feeding, so to speak. some great footage on this expedition so far. Looking forward to adding to the database of organisms that have been encountered and building off of what we know from the region.
So do you guys believe that as you get older, you get less creative?
I don't know if I would believe that.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that either.
I believe it.
The kids are really creative.
I agree. I wonder if it's about time, like creating the space to allow for yourself to be creative. Definitely helps to carve out time.
That's true.
Not multitask.
I can't remember the last time I've had like, I don't know, an entire week with nothing to do.
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's
I
a
kind
good
of think
point.
when you're a kid, you're allowed to be creative, and then as you get older and grow, you're expected to conform into societal pressures. And so you're kind of taught to be less creative as you get older. But I don't think the creativity goes away.
Just time is taken up by other responsibilities.
Yeah, you're kind of, I think it's the societal pressures that
Gotta
lead to
pay the
less
bills.
creativity.
Right.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just an observation, I guess.
And maybe you feel more like susceptible to judgment or
Yeah.
yeah, just more awareness of it.
I was glad to pick the cello back up again. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to play. I mean, I still don't have quite the, what I would call the stamina for it. Still building back that muscle memory, but definitely was a big part of my life when I was little and then all the way through high school. Then I kind of gave it up and moved on to other things. So it was nice that there was still that part of me that remembered, was able to come back to it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I tell people all the time that if you were in band or orchestra or whatever, when you were in school, when you were younger, that and you liked it, and if you stuck with it, you know, I stuck with it from 4th grade all the way through my first year of college.
Yeah.
And that all of that you liked about it is still there if you just go back and embrace it again. Find a group to play with, and then you'll be surprised at yourself at what you do remember. You'll be disgusted at yourself at what you remember but you can't do. Right? It's like,
yeah, start really slow, practice.
Yeah, right,
practice
exactly.
the basics, practice some pieces that you're interested in trying to play again that you used to play, and that's how I did it. I just started slow again and tried not to be too hard on myself, and that really made a big difference. No one was really listening to me. I wasn't trying to perform, so that was more fun.
Yeah.
It's like brought the joy in music back.
There you go. That's what you got to find. You got to find that passion again. I did, and was in 2 bands when I lived in Seattle from 2005 to 2013. I was in 2 community bands. And
that was after the grunge period.
Oh, wow. This was
I can imagine Dave in flannel.
This is a community
downtown Seattle.
Oh, I have a picture of me from 1972 wearing flannel.
Oh, okay.
Really long hair.
Long hair.
Wearing flannel before flannel was cool.
How long was your hair?
You started it.
Billy Preston long. Billy Preston in 1969 long.
Okay.
Huge, big, curly, natural. Yeah. And I left and moved back to Anchorage and joined up with the concert band there, and so I still kept playing. But a very good friend of mine that I had played with, older than me, in the concert band in Seattle passed away, and I came down to go to his memorial, and then walked into band rehearsal for the band that I had played in. And they said, "We have a concert this weekend, are you going to be here?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I'd love to come to your concert. I'd enjoy watching that." They said, "No, we need you to play."
Ooh.
And I said, "I don't have a horn." They said, "That's okay." I called Jenny, Bob's widow, and said, hey, they want me to play. Can I borrow Bob's horn? And she said, that would be fantastic. I'd love to give you that. That weekend I sat in with the band, and I had a couple of the songs I had played before, a couple of the songs I had not played before. I came in at dress rehearsal, basically cold and sight read, and then played the concert. And I don't know anywhere in the world where somebody could do that. But the band director said, no problem, we'd love to have you, please play. So I did.
Epic. Geez, you need to bring some instruments on board.
All my instruments are too big to bring on.
It's like a tiny white object pilot up ahead. Just above the lasers.
Zoom in, please.
Well, I'm taking a look at a glass sponge on the lower left, on the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh, come on.
I think this was just a little further out.
Oh, something else?
I was like there.
Oh,
yeah.
there? Okay, well, zoom in, please.
These mystery white objects.
I'm thinking gastropod. What do you think?
I don't know.
Nope, empty shell.
I'm not really sure what I'm looking at.
Looks like a gastropod shell.
Okay,
Yeah, come on, please.
thanks. Mollusk-wise, we've seen bivalves. Many people, know them as clams. We've seen one of those on this dive, which you hadn't imaged before on any of the other dives, to my knowledge. And then
What is
a
that?
few gastropods, and then the octopus is a mollusk as well. Looks like coconut shell.
Yeah, zoom
looks
in,
like-
please.
The heck?
This is
What
the right
is-
place for it.
Something under it, though. You see it?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Yes, this
Something
definitely looks
moving.
to me like a coconut shell, which, that it's pretty persistent organic material.
I'm so curious what's underneath.
Yeah. I don't know if we can get a slightly different perspective, but it looks
Oh,
like
come on.
there's something growing on top, and maybe
Wouldn't it be great if it was a squat lobster squatting under?
squat hanging
It's got
out
a little
underneath.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something's there. Poked back in.
Can we just poke him?
So that can't be that old, I'm assuming.
It's curious, Jacob. I know coconut husks can live on land for quite a long time after they drop down to the ground. And then if you think of them sitting and settling out on the seafloor where it's super cold, there might not be the kind of microbes to break it down. Could have
Really?
been here for a long time.
Especially if you have a squat lobster hiding underneath it and
Yeah.
eating everything that comes after it.
All right. Yeah, they're kind of made out of what they call refractory organic matter, so hard to break down organic material. It takes a long, long time for those microbes to do their business and decompose. So you can see like kelp holdfasts and tree trunks and other plant parts that sometimes persist on the seafloor for a really, really long time.
That's interesting.
Is it 5? Is it? Oh, okay.
So I think we're doing a dinner
Do you want to go and then
change.
let Brian in there and then we'll
People
circle
are
back when
wanting
you're
to
done?
come back and see if
Okay.
we can muster up an octopus again. So having some folks do dinner relief. That was the first, what I would call land-derived organic material that I've seen, coconut husk. But I'm not surprised. Sometimes when we're working in the tropics, we'll see parts of mangrove trees in the deep, deep sea floor. So mangrove propagules, basically mangrove babies that settle out and sink to the seafloor and land and persist.
Oh my god. Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
What
Hi,
the
Maddie.
heck?
Welcome. I know, you
What
called
the
it, you said,
heck?
oh, you could
How'd
call
you
it, you're
go?
like,
Hey.
the Octo Watch is what you
Yeah,
called
the
it? Is that what
you
you
I
guys
said-
are the
yeah.
Octowatch.
I said, watch. Here comes the Octo Watch. They're going to see an octopus as soon as we walk
The
out.
second you walked out.
And I walked downstairs to the lounge, and I was just like, you got to be kidding
I
me.
hadn't even put my mic on yet. I'm like looking at the screen. I said, "Oh my goodness, she called it. She called it."
And then we saw Sandy sitting in the corner, like jaw on the floor, and Mike just sitting next to you, and we're like, Sandy's not gonna get up.
She's not
No.
leaving.
She's
No way.
I was like, she's gonna stay another watch.
Double watch.
Yeah.
I did
Back
not
to
leave until
back.
that octopus was out of view.
That's
That
right.
was
That was really
incredible.
well.
And then I immediately went downstairs and saved it as my lock screen on my computer. So no.
Basically, they clearly knew that you had already put together a Nautilus Live,
Yeah.
reel on octopuses, and so clearly they wanted to be featured
Yeah.
because it is a different species. So
Yeah, exactly. We gotta get them all.
there's going to be a sequel, obviously.
Octopus
Obviously.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such an incredible, like, to see it open.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
And
yeah,
then
it was
just
really amazing.
show
So
itself like
And
pretty.
then
that.
later, it hightailed it.
Yeah. So that's enough.
I'm
Giving you
going
too
bye-bye.
much. Ugh.
But at least we saw it. Or, I
True.
mean, you were up here. At
True.
least the rest of us plebeians saw it in the lounge.
Oh, come on. Were you guys screaming and jumping up and down?
Yes.
Was there some excitement?
Oh, yeah.
All
That
right.
was incredible. And it was funny, we walked down and Ant was sitting in front of the screen. And we were like, are you looking at this? And he's like, what? Turn around.
What, nothing to see here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was cool.
God, that made my whole week. That made my whole cruise, actually.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty glorious, I will say.
It was glorious. That's a great word for that.
You mean like nodule after nodule after nodule isn't making your week?
I mean, they're pretty cool. They're pretty sweet, but something about a dumbo octopus just gets me going.
Something
That's
about
right.
it. Well, aside from that, I had to sit outside a little bit and get away from the screens. Have you all seen
Yeah.
anything else really incredible?
Well, let's see. We've seen some black corals.
Nice.
And we just saw a coconut husk.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw one too.
Oh, you
Right,
did?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I'm not surprised because we live in the area that would be having sinking coconuts.
Right.
And the coconut husks, basically hang out for a long time. It takes a long time to degrade that husky material. So, but the fact that the Pacific is so vast and spread out, it's probably difficult to capture those, find
Right.
them. So kind of a
And-
rare sighting.
Yeah, and 2 of them in the same, like, dive.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
I think it also was a home to some other things. There was definitely something underneath it that's
Yeah.
using it as a cave. Did
We
you see
had a-
something?
Yeah, there was definitely some things around it. We couldn't get a
Yeah.
super good like inside view, but
There were worm tracks on there.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
holothurian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep going. I don't know if we can zoom on this pilot, the stock. We have time.
Oh, so Amanda does the X.
I know, I kind of like that.
I do
X marks the
circles.
spot.
I do X's. I don't know.
Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Spirals sometimes.
Sometimes
Spirals.
spirals.
That's
Okay,
cool.
we'll zoom in, please.
Try not to create havoc.
Do you ever do little
Yeah.
stars?
That's some sort of stock, and I think there are a couple of,
Little isopods?
yeah, looks like isopods hanging out on the stock itself.
It'll come
Capturing food. Seen a few fish species. We saw the faceless eel again.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
that one.
I keep thinking of that Billy Idol song.
You're not the only person to draw that connection. Someone
I
in
think
the
it's
chat.
because someone said that.
Oh, in the
like,
chat.
And then I was reminded of the, now I can't stop singing it in my head.
Well, that's interesting.
Maybe you could put a reel together and get permission to use
This
the
song.
music.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Create a
Be
little
fitting.
dance for it.
Yeah, that would definitely gather a lot of Gen X attention, I think.
I think Tim was saying, oh yeah, you said Billy Idol. Yeah, Eyes Without a Face.
Yep.
It's a good song, not just Gen X,
I know you all appreciate it.
But do you know
we grew up.
Yeah.
It's part of our blood, our DNA.
Billy Idol is in you guys.
That's right.
My sister saw him in concert. Yeah, she went to the Billy Idol concert.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, she dressed up and
like
everything.
when?
2 months ago?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He's still touring.
He is still touring.
Wow.
Yep.
That's wild. That's some stamina right there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's dedication.
He would crush the 12 to 4 watch.
Oh, he would. Can we get a guest appearance of Billy Idol on the 12 to 4?
Like wild. Rev everybody up a little bit.
If you're listening.
Yeah, hey Billy.
Come on over. Maybe he can call in.
Yeah.
You can even have your own cabin.
Yeah. Please.
Don't quote me on that. I'm not responsible for birthing, but
we can make something
If you were making the decisions,
yeah,
he would get the VIP treatment.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, he would. We'd let him use a good coffee maker.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably done a lot of other things in his life. Has he ever explored the deep ocean?
Good question. That could change.
Maybe someone's a friend of a friend of a friend.
Everyone's 6 people away, right?
His person.
Yeah.
His handler.
His handler.
Fixer.
Billy Idol's handler, if you're listening. Got a fan club out here.
So do you also like Cyndi Lauper then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
she's pretty classic.
Yeah, I'm definitely the MTV generation. I grew up watching it when it started, playing videos. I was in elementary school, probably too young to really be watching them, but I was
watching them anyways.
I was hooked.
Yeah, I just saw that MTV is shutting down at least some of its channels.
Really?
Yeah.
My goodness.
End of a era.
Well, just for people to be aware, we are annotating what we're seeing as we're chit-chatting here. There are urchins and crinoids and sponges.
There is science happening.
There is science happening.
Just took a
we
little...
just know how to multitask.
Yeah, exactly.
A little cultural detour.
That's right.
But speaking of science, do you have an idea of what those little white flecks are? Like, they kind of look like pteropod shells?
They
or maybe,
are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good spot.
Okay.
Yeah, those sort of
that.
angular shaped hard white substrates or structures on the seafloor when you guys have zoomed in on them. They're the tusks of pteropods or shells of those gastropods that live in the water column.
Okay.
And then, when they die out, they sink out to the seafloor. I'm not sure if that was a sponge or if it was a...
Maybe it was a bryazoan.
bryazoan.
It looked like bryazoan.
And then they basically persist, that their shells stick around for a long time, and you can actually find them deep into the sediments as they get buried by the sediments that are deposited over time. They can provide a good perspective of the oceanic environment, oceanographic environment, if you analyze the chemistry of the shells. Yeah.
Huh.
I like how the front row didn't contribute at all to the discussion of Billy Idol.
Don't judge them. They're
I
Canadian.
know you guys listen to music.
Music.
I bet Dave has a connection to Billy Idol.
Oh,
Right
he
there.
does. We gotta talk to Dave.
Other than being a fan, I guess. Nothing much.
I think I saw a thing
That's
where
a
it's actually
crinoid
Billy
in
Idol
front
and
of
it's
us.
still little Steven, like, playing guitar.
Really?
We're on tour right now, yeah.
I am, however, sad that Ace Frehley passed away today.
Who?
Nothing for that. Crickets. Well,
Oh.
okay. Sorry
Aw.
about that.
Sorry, Dave.
I'm
Original,
very sorry, Dave.
original guitar player for Kiss.
Ah, rest in peace.
Space Ace Frehley.
Dave,
Kiss is a good band.
I see in the chat that somebody is talking about you playing a tuba.
Oh, yeah.
You play the tuba?
I do, but we probably shouldn't go down that path
Dave,
again. 'Cause
Okay,
that's
we don't have
master
to.
of multiple
far
instruments.
too much time talking about.
I
I
just needed to
Dave,
confirm.
you were sharing. That was
Yeah.
awesome. A lot of really creative folks out here.
A lot of music players too.
Yeah,
a
there
lot
is.
of music players.
We started the conversation with me commenting that TJ and let's see, Kahana was singing and playing the ukulele in the lounge.
Oh,
That
that's
was
what the
really nice to
ukulele
wake up
was.
to. Had my
That's
nap
nice.
and
Good
came into
luck.
the kitchen and ate
Cusk
some.
you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the fish pilot.
The question was, does anybody else play any instruments? And I said, I play brass,
I just have.
tuba, trombone, and that's it.
This might be one of those,
Triflonus nassus.
right?
Cool.
Faceless fishes.
Love those guys.
Sandy, our Swedish nightfish, is clocking out for the week.
Oh, bye, my lovely
Bye.
Swedish nightfish.
Bye,
Have a good
Swedish
sleep.
nightfish.
Oh,
That's
they're
our favorite
It's coming
viewer.
at us.
It's charging.
We're gonna
my
get a
head.
good look at its face.
It is so
Cool.
cute.
Okay, zoom in,
Oh.
please.
And it said maybe not.
It doesn't like a lot of attention.
Nope.
Obviously. Oh well.
Bye bye, friend.
Yo, come on. Yeah, I know I make noise. Just settle down.
Oh,
You did
Amanda, you
not
play
go
the
that
cello?
You do.
Is there someone commenting about that too? Wow, you all are really listening, aren't you?
There will be a test at the end of the season.
I
Match
do.
the scientists to their instrument.
That'd be a fun game.
That would be
yeah.
kind of cool.
This the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just swimming along.
All right, I'll leave you
Like that
alone.
it has two
Okay.
shadows.
See you later.
Bye bye.
You just used a week's worth of its energy.
I know, I was going to say, probably burnt up the
Gotta
next
go
6
eat.
months of energy.
Oh dear.
I
Poor
can
little
relate.
masses.
I think we are storing lots of energy
Yeah.
every afternoon with our afternoon snacks.
That's
my
yeah,
gosh,
that shortbread.
Shortbread was really delicious.
Oh, that was so good.
How many pieces did you all have?
I had one because I was first to the scene. I didn't want to take too many before people had a chance.
If I go back down and there's still some left, I'll definitely be having another.
Dessert.
There
Oh,
is.
yeah. Really?
Oh.
There was,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I had 2. I'm guilty. I
It's
couldn't
good.
resist.
You deserve it.
You
guys-
do.
Thank you.
You guys
I
have
do.
been super busy.
It's okay, I skipped, so you can have mine.
Oh, thank you.
Did?
Yeah.
Why?
Are
I'm
you-
trying not to have the dessert every night.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
wow.
you're great. I'm that's good willpower.
That's discipline,
I
yeah.
don't think I could do that.
None that I have.
Yeah.
But I figure, like, I don't have carrot cake every day at
No.
home. Like, it's a
Yeah.
treat.
If I'm here
Yeah.
and it's there,
And it's there.
might
like
as
a
well.
Glass
Sure.
sponge.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like that Farreidae sponges,
Yeah.
right? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the Farreidaes. That's our best guess. I
Somebody
think.
worked hard to make that for you. It would be rude not to have a little
That's
piece.
what I'm
Agreed.
saying.
Wow, the fish are following us.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Okay, I might have really bad luck with octopus, but I think I'm the fish whisperer.
There
I
we
think
go.
you are.
Yeah.
Right
I
on.
think you are.
Or maybe it's Sandy. It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
It could also be, who else is always with us? Matt? It could also be
Those
Yeah.
Matt.
are
Matt.
Lucky Charms.
He did just walk in
we'll
the
zoom in,
room.
please.
Oh, this is a different kind of fish. Another cusk eel has kind of a flattened face.
Yeah, we've seen this one a ton.
Yeah, I want to say it looks like the Leucicorus.
I was thinking
Leucicorus.
yeah.
I have to look up the spelling.
Leucicorus.
I
Cusk
don't
eel?
have another cusk eel.
Cool.
Ophidia Ophidiidae.
I was talking with Astrid, one of our scientists, and she said they were all the ghost morphotype of this type of fish, which is kind of a cool name.
Yeah, she was commenting about how sometimes some of the heads are darker than others. Is that what she was telling you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting a good image of the top view like this is great. And
Yeah,
we got a good profile as well.
Yep. Nice.
Great.
Thanks,
team. Okay. Lovely, lovely.
Yeah,
Plenty of fish around.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
There you go.
Fortunately, most of them are faceless.
I was talking about on land.
I don't know. Am I bitter or what?
I can relate to that.
That took a hard right turn.
It's definitely random conversations today. That's fun.
It's like the end of cruise banter where we're all still kind of here, but a little bit not.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah, mentally I'm going in and out.
Yeah. Brain starts kind of getting a little more fuzzy.
Yeah. I keep waking up later and later. I'm like, I can wake up at 11:20. Yeah. Maybe 11:25 today.
Push the snooze one more time.
What would you say that on the left is?
This one?
Yeah.
I think. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Wrong button. Yeah, I think it's a crinoid right here.
Okay.
Yep.
You want to have a look?
Yeah, I want to take a closer look, see if there's anyone hanging out on the crinoid.
There are a lot of stalked crinoids. And aren't some of the stalked crinoids young versions of Motau?
Oh, that's a good question, Sandy.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know about this. I thought these were the.
Cool. Thank you.
You can zoom in that little white speck too, if you want.
Sure. So these are the pteropod tests. These are the shells of the gastropods that live in the water column.
Like sea angels?
Yeah, come on.
Sea angels, right?
Nobody believed me that sea angels eat sea butterflies the other day. I was saying that.
Oh.
Yeah. But they're so cute.
So a sea angel is a gastropod? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Maybe.
And
is it a mollusk?
Sea butterfly,
sea
yeah,
butterflies?
so they're mollusks.
Where do those
gastropods
live
in their
at?
shells, yeah, inside.
Wow.
Pteropoda.
Oh, wow. Oh, I see that little thing right there.
They have a lot of different shapes and sizes.
They're just so pretty.
Common name, pteropods from the Greek, meaning wing foot.
That's a long stalk.
Those
right
are not
there.
words that I learned in Greek yet. No, I'm just saying.
You
got
speak
the poda part I got. I don't know what this stalk is.
Yeah.
Is it just a...
Let's look.
Are we able to zoom on the stalk, see if there's any live tissue on it?
Hey, we'll zoom in, please.
Maybe one of those long sponges?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't see anything on the tippy top.
Looked like a little something shimmering up at the top there when we were gliding in.
Good. Oh, there's a little,
guy.
it's like an amphipod. Maybe.
Okay, well, come wide, please.
It's long.
Yeah, I don't know what's at the tippy top, but
Interesting.
yeah. Well, thanks everyone. I'm gonna go grab some dinner.
Bye.
Bye, enjoy. See you down there.
probably do I'll go and then I'll give him put away. I'll do the put away thing again. Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm going to log off now too.
Goodbye.
Are we good to go, Tim?
Yes.
All right. Let's go that away.
Which way?
Straight ahead, mate.
Straight ahead.
Or we can check
There
that
we
out.
go. Okay.
Just fly over it for now. We'll see what it looks like as we get closer.
Okay.
Can we get a zoom on that, please?
Okay. Can you zoom in?
Yep. Okay. No, that's good. Thank you. We've seen that one before.
Okay. And go wide, please.
We have a question here. Maybe John, you could answer it.
Yep.
Is there anything specific you all are looking for?
Yeah, so all
aside
of the...
from the benthic megafauna?
Oh, aside from the benthic megafauna. No, we're looking for benthic megafauna. Along the way, we map a little bit of the geology. So what kind of nodules, like how big they are. So these are irregular sized ones, for example, which are a bit different to what we've seen in other places where they're more regular. And how much of them there are. On some of the other dives, when we went up the seamount and the knolls, we were mapping the kinds of lavas that we saw as well, changes in sediment, colour that relate to composition, and things like that. And the idea is to try and relate the megafauna we see with the kinds of substrate that we find as well, to see how strong a relationship there is between the two of them. And that's pretty much all we're looking for, maybe 80-90% of what we're looking for.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good.
No worries.
Great answer.
Yeah, there's some interesting questions. So when you work in the... So all of the Cook Islands is under what's called Marae Moana, which means Sacred Ocean in Cook Islands, Maori. And it's a multi-use park that extends over the entire exclusive economic zone of the Cook Islands. And it's declared by an Act of Parliament, and in the Act of Parliament, in that Act, it actually talks about the requirement for things like a few things, but one of them is called marine spatial planning. And that's because it's leading best practice. If you understand something, then you can look after it and manage it. So we have a mandate to understand our Marae Moana. And one of the tools used in marine spatial planning is the definition of different types of habitat type, is the term, which are different combinations, usually of biodiversity and types of ecosystem function, and associated with that. Actually, sorry, can we zoom on that, or have we gone too fast? Let's have a quick look on that one. If it doesn't work, it's okay. There you go. I think it's one of the tetrapods.
Zoom in a little bit.
Right.
Possibly a gastropod?
Yeah, that's my bet. Do we need to zoom a bit more, or we...
Zoom a bit more. Oop. I'll come down.
So what we're finding, because this camera is so powerful, is we're actually going beyond megafauna. So the nodules are, the round nodule here is about 3.5 centimeters. So normally we go down to 2 centimeters, and that thing's clearly under 1 centimeter. That's great, thank you very much.
Yeah, that is a big nodule.
And this one, a slab, yeah, there's a lot of irregular ones which might be compounded nodules put together, or slabs of crust as well that might have broken up somewhere along the way. Yeah. Yeah, so the marine spatial planning, you define zones of different habitat types, and then you've got a, you see the tooth there, then you've got a mandate to either protect or conserve all of them. And the idea is to avoid any loss of biodiversity and to keep the Marae Moana as healthy as possible, whilst recognising that it's a multi-use park and there are ecosystem services that people may want to take advantage of. So this kind of work we're doing is fundamental marine scientific research. It's also fundamental baseline work, and I think it's going to be an important, over here please, an important data set for future conservation of this area.
Is that a fish over there? Is that what we're looking at?
The first time we're exploring this area under the sea, correct?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's, the closest ROV dive to here would be over 100 kilometres away, I think.
You can zoom in and I'll set down here.
It's okay, I think we've got the ID now. Happy to keep going.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, thank
Got
you.
it.
You can go wide.
Yep.
Leucicorus.
Steady as you guys.
That's what it looks like to me.
So what we're doing is a couple of things. One thing is we're logging what we see. The other thing we're doing is, especially if it's something new or different, we're trying to get high quality images of it for a catalogue. We're using an existing catalogue, let's go that way if it's possible. An existing catalogue of deep sea morphospecies, it's called, from the Pacific Ocean, but none of the examples from the Cooks, and we'd like to have our own. We'd like to know which ones are present in the Cook Islands, and then because we've got such a high quality camera, we've got an opportunity to really improve the quality of images in that catalogue. All of the workers so far in the Cooks have all agreed to use this catalogue, and that's a good thing, because if everyone works to the same catalogue, we've got a chance to compare data sets down the line, which makes the findings that much stronger.
Let's go for zoom there.
So that's another thing this cruise is doing, is helping set the standard, or improve the standard for how this sort of work is going to be done in the future.
Fish.
Yeah, well, let's try and get a sharper picture.
Can you go wide? No.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Might have been a bit too close.
No, no, that's
See
good.
if we can zoom there.
Yeah, yeah, it's still good. Thank you.
Perfect,
And
thank
go
you.
wide, please. Is that a different sort of fish than we've been seeing?
Yeah, smaller and
More classically fish-shaped rather than eel.
still you can see pretty much translucent because of the
Yep.
depth.
Just get back up in front of Atalanta here.
More nodules.
Well, this place is famous for them. So, yeah, we actually expected to find less here, but we're getting good data.
Oh, you expected to find less?
Yeah, yeah, based on the backscatter response, but backscatters are a bit complex the way it works. And there are a little bit less here than we've been in other places, but it's also this shape.
Do you think you got less backscatter because of the flatness of a good chunk of them?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a combined signal of everything, so if you have bigger ones, you get a different response. But some of the samples in this area also came back with lower numbers. But I'm not sure if there were any samples taken in exactly this place, but you could see that if you took a sample here, you'd still get a lot of nodules in your sample. This abundance maybe is not very high, but it's moderate to high. Let's go and zoom in on that little fella.
Okay. Can you zoom there, please?
Stalked crinoid.
Another crinoid facing south.
Yep.
Okay, good to go, thank you.
So we have a question for those of you in the front. How are Little Herc, Atalanta, and the Nautilus all connected?
I'll take a stab at it. So, Nautilus feeds out an armored steel cable called the 6/8 down to Atalanta, and that carries power and our zoom, please. 3 fibers. It carries all the data that you're seeing right now, and then there is a shorter umbilical tether that connects Atalanta to Little Herc, and that is much lighter. It's slightly negatively buoyant, but
While we're there, we'll look at that little thing, and we'll go
much lighter than the steel cable. So we have a couple floats on there to get the catenary factor.
And then
so we want to put a little bend in that cable so that Herc and Little Herc, whichever one.
I think you've identified that though, hey?
Actually, I didn't.
Able to fly around.
I forget the name of it.
More or less unimpeded and not feel the heave of the ship.
Let's zoom in on that, please.
Get stable.
See the bryazoan on the left. Oh, there it is. Okay. I've got that one too.
Yeah, great, thank you. You can see the tooth in front of it now.
Some pathies.
Oh, he's using a different pen.
Yeah, we're using 2 colours on our ships. The yellow is for ROV, so you can zoom out and continue.
Ah, got it.
And the green one is really for the logger.
Oh.
So something
was
to
a
point out to
bryazoan.
people, so the ROV team can just ignore it
Nice.
and not drive off in that direction and maybe compromise their approach to something else. We haven't used it too much actually. We do 90% of it still with the yellow. Yeah, these are definitely slightly lower abundance, but I don't know if it's statistically significant. In the end, we'll take the results, we'll look at the imagery, and we'll see how we go.
Anyways, Matt, you were saying?
Sort of finished the story. Yeah. Cliff's Notes version is there's an armored steel cable that goes from the ship to Atalanta, and Atalanta's job is to be big and heavy and take the swells that the ship is feeling, but not get jerked around too much because of its mass.
I think we can keep going. It's just a slightly clearer area. I thought it was an organism there.
And then there's a much lighter tether, is it 30 meters?
30 meters,
30 meter tether that goes from Atalanta to Little Herc in this case, and that cable's job is to be a lot more supple, a lot more lightweight. It's still negatively buoyant, so we put a couple of floats on it to give it the bend that we want. And so you can think of walking your dog on a loose leash when it's being well behaved. It's got a little freedom to roam and go back and forth and sniff around, but if it gets too far out of line, it's going to feel a little bit of a yank. So the pilot's job and my job combined up here is to keep the dog on in a good heel position, and let it go sniff when back row sees something they'd like to go investigate.
That's right.
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah, I like that analogy. I didn't know that Atalanta's job was partially to stabilize.
Yep.
As the ship, as the back of the vessel heaves up and down in the swell in the water, it pulls that steel cable straight up and down. So if we were connected directly to Little Herc, we would get jerked up and down all the time. So that's why there's the buffer of that 30-meter soft tether.
Kind of like a shock absorber.
That makes sense. So Atalanta's smaller, but it's really the boss.
Yeah. It's smaller than Hercules, but bigger in size and definitely by mass compared to Little Herc.
Oh. Got it.
Same thing, if Atalanta passes Little Herc, then sometimes it starts dragging it backwards.
Yeah, it really is like walking your dog.
2,600 pounds for Atalanta?
That's about right, yeah.
The walking the dog analogy for the two-body system is one of the best analogies I've heard describing that. That's very good.
Yeah, did you just come up with that, or was that?
I have 2 dogs at home, so I use that analogy a lot.
Right.
Need some helium balloons on your dog leash.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a practiced part of the spiel by any means. So a little bit off the cuff, but a little bit just a familiar concept to me, and one that makes sense, I think, to a lot of folks.
We have a thanks, Matthew. Smiley face in the comments.
You are most welcome.
In the live interactions, I described the nav person as essentially our Google Maps in the room.
Okay. That's one way to do it, yeah. On our shift we call him the Time Lord, the master of space and time, but he introduced himself as that, I guess.
Yeah, that I can't claim credit for. That was all our fearless expedition leader, Rennie Kane, who is, when he's not expedition leader, is often been doing this role, the nav seat or the mapping coordinator role on Nautilus for a long, long time. So that was his phrase when he was introducing me to this job last summer. He said, so your job is basically to just be in charge of space and time for the whole operation. Don't worry about
that. Can we get any closer to that one? Or is that going to be a bit too much zoom?
You can go for the doubler if you like, or do you need me to pan up?
Yeah, it'll slide off the side if you. We need to get it centered if you can. And
Right.
centered left and right. Your other left.
Okay. Okay, if you go wide.
Okay.
Yeah, Rennie's like, no big deal. You're just in charge of all the spatial awareness and.
Well, he's coordinating our movements with the vessel movements and talking to the bridge as well. So there's a lot of screens to keep an eye on.
Exactly. It is difficult to get bored in this job.
In other words, better than Google Maps, because we're working with three-dimensional space here,
Yeah.
not just a flat map.
Yes,
True.
indeed.
Okay.
Put your 3D glasses
Sit down
on.
and let's go for zoom. Tilting down a little.
Oh, I think it's the root of a tooth, eh? Yep. Okay. I think there's something living in there, isn't it? So back. Oh, you can see the creature living there. It looks like there's a forearm living inside the tooth.
And 2 legs on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And let's go wide, and
All right, thank you.
get the dog out in front again.
Well, we didn't see an octopus, but we did see a coconut. And a coconut on the seabed. And definitely,
Was that a coconut?
oh, no, that one wasn't. No, it was earlier on we saw the coconut.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the critters are enjoying eating that. They were eating everything. There's worms burrowing through the hard part of the nut. And they'd eaten all the husk. There's only a little bit left.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Me and those critters have something in common after all.
And more regrettably, we saw one plastic bottle
Oh,
that
man.
had been crushed up with the screw cap put back on. And we saw a little bit of plastic a bit earlier on too.
I think I saw that as you guys were going over it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any plastic or trash yet.
We wanted to prove Lisa wrong because she says she'd seen rubbish on every campaign. And,
Oh, man.
she was right.
Almost made it, though.
It hasn't been a lot of trash, to be fair, though, so that's been good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In fact, it's dive number 3, and that was the first one really that we've spotted.
Yeah.
The octopus to trash ratio is good.
That's true.
2 octopi, and yeah, 2 octopi and 2 trash. That's right. 1 to 1.
Well, so we've seen 3 octopi.
Are we 3?
Mhm.
Is it? Oh, when was the third one?
Well, one today. There was one on the last dive,
Which was
On
on
the
the
seabed.
underside of the rock.
and then one. There's been one on every dive. Or no, there was one dive we didn't see one because we're on our 4th dive, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys found one on the very first
Yeah.
dive.
On the knoll. We found one on the knoll.
So the very first one on the knoll, and then we found one the other day.
That one.
We could only see the
Oh.
bottom of it, but
It was in
Oh,
a,
of
in a
course.
crevasse.
Okay. And where was this then? Oh, that was on the seamount.
Yeah,
Ah, near the
Yeah.
top or partway down?
closer
up
toward
at
the bottom.
It was,
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Pretty soon after we sat down.
Cool. Right.
We were talking about octopus in general, and then looked over to the right and saw
Yeah, well,
something hiding underneath the boulder.
It was really hard to tell.
That's
that
a
it was an
crinoid. We can
octopus.
keep going, I think.
Okay.
It wasn't until we got right up to it that we realized. So has anyone in this room experienced the nav person dozing off and then you kind of like
Get lost.
go the wrong direction or get lost?
No, they're pretty on the ball, keeping the pilot awake.
Okay.
That's one of those crenulated kind of sponges thing. I don't know what they're
So you're
called.
telling me there's never even been,
Hexanalid, or
you know,
hexactinalid.
never a mistake? A wrong direction? Anything?
Usually on this kind of dive, the worst thing that will happen, quote unquote, not to tempt fate here, but is that we call in a ship move and we get up to that waypoint, the ship starts to slow down and just sit there for a while before we tell them what to do next, if we're paying attention to something else.
Oh.
So I'm often, you know, as we all are, spending a lot of time looking at what we're seeing on the camera, and then I have to remember every so often to flick my eyes over to the DP screen
and zoom on that?
Make sure we're still making good speed and course over ground.
Got it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see if we can get some more detail on the top, please.
Looks like more of a carnivorous sponge than a stalked crinoid, but I can't tell.
Tilt up a little.
Yeah, it looks pretty feathery.
Yeah, that looks like a crinoid.
Okay. Let's just do a good zoom in and we'll move on. It's got those small dots inside. I've seen a few. What's that?
Okay, and let's go wide. Thank you.
And an urchin in the background.
That'll be a sea urchin behind it, yep.
So yeah, for folks watching at home, if you're on channel 3, is usually the feed of the control room included here. And if you happen to not see one of the navs, look over here. The DP screen is right under the camera, right here. So if you see us staring over here for too long, definitely get in the chat and be like, hey, don't get tunnel vision.
So the trickier part is maybe coordinating with the boat? Or,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. And it's a lot easier in this kind of terrain, nice and steady and flat. So
Can we look at that quickly?
aren't having to adjust the boat's position and speed a whole lot.
No, we're good. Thank you. Keep going.
But when we're in steeper terrain, and oftentimes some of the shallower dives where the vehicles will feel the response of the ship move a lot quicker, we are making a lot more adjustments so that we can stop and maybe, you know, take a look at something on the wall, or if we're flying in steep terrain, or if we have big herc in the water and we stop to take a sample, you know, push core or a slurp or something like that, then you need to tell the ship to stop and wait for us while we do that, and not, you know, drag us up a hill while we're trying to collect a sample.
Got it. There's a question of how long and heavy is the cable down to Atalanta, and how is it stored? Whoa!
Man, that sounds like somebody was listening last night.
Yeah.
Josh had a really good explanation for that. It's a shame he's not here in the room to deliver it again.
I think we worked it out at 10 tons, is that right? 10,000 pounds? No,
Yeah.
not 10 tons.
Yeah.
5 tons.
So the
Can you zoom
6.8, I think itself, we carry 7 kilometers of 6.8 on the vessel, and there is a great big pulley essentially out on the back of the A-frame that takes some of the strain off that, and then that is routed into the ship actually, and then there's a series of 5 more pulleys that kind of takes that cable back and forth.
No, that's fine, thank you.
Further absorbs some of the strain on that before it goes onto the storage drum. It's quite a feat of engineering, because you'll have, I think, water weight. You know, right now our tensions, our working tensions, are running about 11 or 12,000 pounds in these relatively gentle seas we are thankfully in. So taking all that load without putting a lot of strain on the cable and the very delicate fiber optics within is a serious engineering undertaking, but they have worked it out, and so far so good.
Just do a quick zoom on passing on that.
on the white one there?
It's this stalked thing over here.
It's a stalked crinoid.
Up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you happy with that?
Yep.
We can keep going. Just below
Already
what
got
I just
it.
said.
So if you look look on satellite feed 3, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a picture of the winch hold, which shows the traction winch, and a giant drum of cable, which has a lot of it peeled off of it and down in the water.
Dang. It's in a cage.
Yep.
For safety. So if you have if someone accidentally fell onto it while it was running, they would get very badly injured. So you put a cage. So
Okay.
if someone's standing there and the heave hits them, you put the cages around all those things normally for safety.
Yeah, I don't think I've done enough exploring around the ship yet.
Well, we don't let anybody go down there
Okay.
unless they really need to go down.
Not alone.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big tooth there on the right, eh? Look at the size
Yeah,
of
it
that.
is.
That's huge. That must have been almost 12 centimeters long. Yeah, if you think about it, the biggest thing is the cable, because the cable's, in this case, over 5 kilometers long. So the ship is about 60 meters long, and the Atalantan Little Herc is a meter or two long, but then this is 5,000 meter long cable.
Yeah.
And it's being dragged through the water as well, so it's got all the drag of the motion on it. And that's always got to be kept in good health. It's got to be oiled, it's got to be intact, yeah, it's got to be stored carefully. There's no backup, I think, on board. If it breaks, that's the end of it. Your expedition's over.
You definitely don't want that to snap.
Yeah, and they do sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll zoom on that one quickly.
It's like a possible holothurian.
Has that ever
Yeah.
happened with you in the boat? Has it ever snapped?
We lost what were we using it for?
There.
I think we were using it for deep tow camera, and it failed. Yeah, we didn't lose the camera, but it started to fray. Basically, the armouring started to tear. So there was a bird's nest, we call it, up on the sheave, and they had to cut it all away. Some guys had to go up there, which is challenging in the deep, open
wide
ocean.
again, please.
Thank you. But we've heard of other people losing the whole thing, just tearing, and they've lost their
Oh, goodness.
their sampler or whatever it was, and a kilometre of cable or something. Yeah.
Sounds like a disaster.
I don't think you're having a good day when that happens.
The whole boat probably has a shock reaction to that. Has anyone in this room ever had to evacuate?
Could we go here, please? Sorry. Is that not enough time?
Only in drills.
Only
Let's
in drills.
zoom there, please.
Evacuate what exactly?
Like in case of emergency,
Have to go through the
anything at
muster
all.
process.
Evacuate the boat, that is, like, have to go on one of those safety boats.
A life raft?
Life raft, yeah.
No, definitely. It's pretty bad if that happens. We had an engine room fire once, and we had to go to our
Go
station,
wide, please.
but
Thank you.
we weren't even close to getting off the boat. We just were dead in the water for a couple of days until they fixed everything.
During the fire?
Yeah, it was a high-pressure diesel line ruptured and sprayed diesel onto the engine, and the whole lot caught fire.
Oh my goodness. You
So-
just stayed in the boat that's on fire for a couple of days.
Oh, the fire was out probably within a minute,
Yeah.
because
but you just
they
couldn't
had
move.
extinguishers, they had a process, they followed it straight away, they evacuated the engine room and
Yeah.
flooded everything, and
Got it.
but that's the
Go for a flying
Thank-
zoom there too, if we can.
yeah. Then they had to repair everything, and we couldn't move until that was done, because the fire extinguisher probably did more damage than the fire.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And wide. Thank you.
It's like when you're in a car crash and the airbag
Yeah,
does more damage than the actual crash.
that's right. It's a bit like that. But the main thing was that it all got sorted out, and everyone followed what they've been trained to do, and they never lost control of the situation, really. I think the crew were very well trained. I think we worked out that evacuated in less than a minute after the caught fire. They were very fast to get out and seal everything off, and yeah.
Looks like a holothurian.
Yeah, you good with that? Okay, we'll keep going.
Okay, what's more likely, a boat crash on one of these ships or a plane crash?
I don't know, you'd have to go and look at the stats.
Let's take a look.
I'm
Ships
pretty
move
sure.
a lot slower.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that planes are the safest form of transportation.
It's the sort of thing plane guys would say. Sorry, we've got time for that?
Walking is pretty safe.
Walking is fairly safe.
Are you kidding? If you've
A
tried
car
walking,
could run into you.
I've fallen over so many times walking down hills in wet rainforests and things.
Okay, go for zoom.
But the amount of accidents that can happen while walking.
Oh, can we zoom a bit more,
Is that
please?
a barnacle?
Yeah, we don't know what's going on here.
Or is that a tiny glass sponge?
It's like a glass sponge.
I think it's a glass sponge.
Never seen that form before. Very good. Thank you.
So it says online that there are significantly more ship
And
crashes
wide,
than
please.
plane crashes, although plane crashes are far more common in the media. This is because the number of ships, including small vessels like ferries and private boats, far outweigh the number of large commercial aircrafts.
Time for a new topic of conversation. Please.
Anyone scared yet?
Nope.
I don't think research vessels are that prone to it. We've got time for that one? We
There aren't many
don't worry.
boats around here.
I'd like to zoom in on that. I think it's one of those miniature, really, if we're lucky, it's one of those really, really small holothurians.
This white one there.
That
Yep,
white
to your
fleck.
left.
Yeah, that white fleck on the clean nodules.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy here. Might not be. We found one earlier where
Okay, go for zoom quickly.
Talking about what's
There's
to
a
the,
polychaete on the
to
right.
the right
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one you're looking at, John?
Yeah, that's the one we're after. Yes, look at it. See, it's a tiny. Oh, it's actually a snail.
It is a
Yeah.
gastropod.
Thank you.
Okay.
Looks like he was starting to clean up a whole new nodule.
And wide, please.
Desperately trying to get this monitor to stop moving every time we rock. Well, I might have done it.
Did you wedge it properly?
I've been trying. It keeps going.
Gonna let the dog run for a little bit here.
Yep.
You can zoom on that, or are you running your dog?
No, we're good.
It just be a quick one.
Yep.
I think it's one of those holothurians, eh?
Can you
The
zoom
big
there?
ones.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, look at that
see
fella. That's a nice-
Ooh.
It's a good photo, actually. Let's try and get a good photo of him.
Looks like a video game character.
Doesn't he? Yeah.
Looks like it's trying to move like an inchworm.
Thank you. That's great.
Wow, that's really strange.
And wide, please.
A sea pig, that's right. Hey.
Bye, John. Hello, Amanda.
What did I miss?
Not a whole lot. We've seen some
Sea
fairly
cucumber.
large shark teeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Several holothurians. One of the shark teeth looked like it was kind of cut open a little bit and there was something living inside of it.
Oh, that's cool. What was the something living in it? No
Couldn't
idea.
tell you.
Oh, okay.
All I could see were the legs.
Did you guys see those dinosaur bones they fed me at lunch?
They gave you the whole dinosaur, not just the bones.
The only one they had left was like 5 inches wide. And it had probably a pound of beef on it.
Everyone else was intimidated.
I was too, but it was the only
You
one.
took on the challenge.
Yeah. It was the only one left. I didn't have a choice.
It's
Was
either
it
that or Fred
delicious?
Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone. Gnawing on the bone.
I could hear Gail or Cook enticing you to take it too. So
Did you hear?
yeah.
It was pretty good.
And that one would be a carnivorous sponge.
Yes.
Okay. Cladorhyzidae.
Cladorhyzidae. Very good.
Oh, and a copepod.
While you were gone, we got a great analogy from Matt that Atalanta is the big boss, stabilizing, and walking its dog on a leash, which is little Hercules.
Little Herc has to do all the homework. Heavy lifting.
And whenever the scientists in the back row say sniff, he goes and sniffs. Another holothurian and an urchin.
Echinoderm heaven. I'm just looking back at some older oceanus or ocean exploration images of Cladorhyzid sponges, or the carnivorous sponges observed elsewhere. Quite a few of those with a sort of central piece with the spines radiating out on a long stalk. We haven't seen the candelabra type in a while. I think that was 2 dives ago we saw that.
The Liberace ones.
Yeah. So many sponges, so little time. There's a lot of photos.
Kind of seems like the nodules are starting to become a little bit more rounded than they were previously too.
Oh. Doesn't look like the depth is changing super dramatically.
Hardly at all.
Yeah.
I think it's varied maybe 30, 40 meters so far this entire dive.
Yeah.
Maybe 50.
Oh, anemone at the
This
bottom.
white dots in front of us of significance.
Sure. What is it?
There it is.
Oh,
moved.
it was an anemone. Retracted its tentacles.
Let's go for zoom.
Anemone.
Yep. So I wonder, it's good to get a look at the retracted version because sometimes we can't see the tentacles. We've already disturbed it, so this is good.
Perfect.
Beautiful shot.
And
Moments ago, it
wise,
was
please.
all open and happy. But I guess while I was on dinner relief, you all saw a different kind of fish. Were you here for that?
We saw a very small fish, which unfortunately I did not take a picture of readily available.
Well, it had a distinct caudal shape. The tail fin was really different than the eel-like forms that we've been seeing. More fish, like typical fish shape, caudal end.
Distinct anal, pectoral, and caudal fins.
If we have time to look at this, might be another brittle star, or bracended sea star rather.
I'm only seeing 4 legs right now.
Oh. Maybe it got into a fight.
Oh, there are some small legs there.
Yeah, they're known to be able to regrow if something happens to it and
Go for zoom.
loses its legs. But yeah, it looks like this is our friendly bracended sea star.
Great shot of it
Yeah,
too.
it's beautiful. Lovely, lovely.
What was that just up and to the right of it?
I don't know, I missed it.
If we can zoom out just a little bit.
Oh,
a tiny
over
little
there.
stalked crinoid.
That's so cute. Itty bitty.
Quick zoom on that. Nope. Let's go wide.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Nice spot. Yeah, hopefully we can get Astrid Leitner, one of our fish experts from the shore side, to provide us with an idea of that other fish that we saw earlier. So I know we've seen the stalked crinoids, you know, if we've seen any of the feather stars, the ones that sort of hang out. No? Okay.
Haven't seen them yet.
All right.
I think all of the crinoids I've seen so far this evening have been the stalked version.
And we're seeing these sediment piles. on the surface of the nodules. I think there might be a layer of nodules underneath. This could be created by animals that live in the sediments, disturbing the seafloor and kind of excavating the sediment or mud and then depositing it out on top through their bioturbation or movement and feeding.
Random thought. Have you guys ever brought Herc back from a deep sea dive and found shrimp or something still clinging to it?
We did on Atalanta last night. Did you see that when we brought him on deck?
No, I didn't see that.
There was a squid about, I don't know, 3 inches long maybe, and it must have come up with Atalanta somehow.
Probably scared of those sharks.
You had a
maybe.
hitchhiker? Oh my goodness.
Happens every once in a while when you get towards the surface, especially at night. You'll run through a bunch of squid or a school of fish or something like that. Yeah, in the past we've had hitchhikers get lodged in Herc, big Herc, and if you don't find them for a couple of days, then...
Oh, they smell.
Oh.
Yeah. Stinky,
And then
stinky.
you find them.
Then you find them.
Yeah. And the cleaning goes on.
What's that white spot on the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that's not exactly the way you want to find them, though.
Right.
Sometimes they swim into the compensators on other vehicles too, just where the water channel passes in, and you can hardly rinse them out too, so yeah.
It is kind of star-shaped.
Go for
Kinda.
zoom.
Yeah, it does look like it could have arms.
Tilt down a little for you. Okay,
That's a good spot. Looks like a sea star.
It's like you just woke up and he's looking
Yeah.
at us.
Hello? Hello? Good morning.
Can we get a double zoom on it?
I'm still working on it.
Yep. When you're ready.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Finding the focus.
Oh, he's even got 1 foot kicked upward.
Yep. You can see it looks like the mouth of the asteroid sea star.
I'll see if I can
Tilt
tilt
up a little bit,
And
Tim.
2 feet
Might take off on me
extended
now.
out. Ooh, nice shot. This is something different than
Beautiful.
a previous.
Correct.
This is different than the cookie star than we've seen before.
And let's go wide, please.
Nice. Thank you.
What kind of sea star did you say that one was?
I would do the AST for asteroidea and
Gotcha.
then unknown. But we have some friends who can help us with that, who are keen to give us a hand with some IDs. I'll look at the database in the meantime.
We have a comment that those critters or organisms are usually called hitchhikers, the ones that make it to the top. And has Little Herc hit the record? Yes, it has, at 1,190. That's the deepest we went.
1,198.
98.
98.
2 meters
Awesome.
shy.
Apparently, animals have voluntarily swam into sample boxes on various ROVs before.
Yeah, sometimes they get caught in the milk crates. It's actually sometimes advantageous or serendipitous, especially for fish. When fish get stuck, and we often aren't able to collect them any other way. It's been a great opportunity to collect fish samples for future analysis and identification. They're hard to collect with an ROV. They tend to swim away, as you've noticed.
I can't imagine grabbing a fish with your arm, you know, like.
Often we use the suction hose, if we can, but fish traps have been used as well. But that takes timing, time on the seafloor deploying the traps and then coming back to grab them again. With no guarantee.
Just imagine a big herc chasing a fish around with a hose. The vacuum
Getting
cleaner.
caught into doing donuts, trying to catch a fish.
I think the scariest creature imaginable would be an alien biologist coming to Earth.
for me, taking some samples.
Taking samples.
Oh, man.
A continuation of our movie idea.
Oh, yeah.
That would be so ridiculous. That would be a good movie idea, though.
What's that over on the right?
That thing up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be another coral?
Sort of looks fan-shaped-ish.
It does look like a coral.
Fingers crossed. Looks very lacy.
Can you zoom there?
Ah,
Close.
bryazoan.
Yeah. Different family, different phylum of organisms altogether, but looks a lot like a coral. And yeah, it looks alive as well. Seems like I'm seeing tiny, maybe some tiny attached organisms.
Perfect. Thank you, pilot.
And let's go wide.